Shit.
Oops.
My bad.
Oops.
Welcome in. Are we on? Are we live?
We are
live?
on.
Oh, we're not live.
We're on right now.
I need you to get director's what do you call that thing? That clipboard? What's that shit called?
You know what? I could never get the name of that thing.
I don't know.
I just
the director's thing. If anybody knows in the comment, what is that thing called that the
There's a funny name for it too.
that the directors use to when they go that little thing. But anyways, back to the show.
Back to life.
No, NORBEEZ, this isn't the oldie show.
Damn.
Welcome in everybody. Thank you
Welcome.
for joining us tonight. Appreciate you guys. Home from work, home from yelling at the kids, yelling at your husbands screaming at your kids, yelling at your wife, or maybe you're in the garage hiding from your wife, so you don't have to take out the trash.
Definitely.
Or I don't know, whatever you guys got to do. I don't know about your lives, what you guys be doing back there, but
I know, but let's do a roll call, huh?
yeah, let's do a roll call. Go for it.
We got Phil Lerma, we got El Hermano, we got German username, we got Here's Johnny U, we got El Pedote, we got Tarp Lover, we got that fool Drew.
Who?
That fool
Drew.
That fool
Yeah.
Drew. Earth Bros, girl, and Mr. Microphone Master.
Mr. Microphone Master.
We got Carlos in the house. Anonymous.
That's right. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody?
Sal.
A clapper board. That's what Sal said. What's up, Sal?
We got Lacking Inches.
What does that mean, homie? What kind of name is that, bro, for your thing? Lacking Inches. That should be Norbee's name.
Hey.
Lacking Inches.
We got Zayd in the house. We got Alfonso
right.
Rodriguez. That's right. El Salvador.
What's up? El Salvador in the house.
That's right.
Alfonso, Francisco, KC Chill. K Chill. I mean, what's up, homie? Or is it KC Hill? I think it's KC
I
Hill.
think it's K Chill.
I don't know, man. Maybe it might. Yeah,
Just
it probably
Francisco
is.
Perez.
It might be.
We got Cal L.
Yeah, what's up? What's
Wait,
up?
that's Superman's name?
We got No Cap 805.
Wait, is that Superman's name?
We got Cat. Who?
Kal-El.
Oh yeah.
Kal-El.
Yeah.
We got Catch.
Denise Castillo. How you doing, Denise?
We got Rocky 702.
Is that Denise? OG Denise?
I
Hold up. I gotta see this. I can't even see her thing.
We got
Is that
Chris
her?
Rubin.
I don't know if that's her. All I see is hair.
Let us know.
I think that's Denise Castillo, right?
It might be. It just
From
might
the
be.
OC. We need to make her a moderator.
We got Junior 1223. Peter Jimenez.
What's up, Peter?
Welcome,
Junior?
everybody.
Hey, yeah, welcome in. We'll get to another more of the roll call in a little bit. Mr. Le 13, what's up, homie? Anonymous? Oh, yeah, it is her. Denise. Give her a wrench. Hey, so anyways, welcome in everybody. Appreciate you guys, your time. How was your day, NORBEEZ?
It was good, man. It wasn't as hot as I thought it was gonna be. You know, I thought it was gonna be really hot this week, but thankfully it was.
Enough
pretty
about
cool.
you. Let's get to me. So I'm just playing. Homie, go for it.
This is why people get on your case.
Go for
Marvelous.
it. No, man. Hey, I'm just playing with NORBEEZ is my good friend. I could say that. He's a good friend. We clown back and forth. If any of you guys don't follow us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram. We're always going back and forth.
We got some good ones.
Yeah, we tag each other to some good ass memes and shit. So we go back and forth. He gets me good sometimes, but not as good as I get him. Hey, shoot for the stars. I appreciate you. Welcome in.
No Cab 805 says Norby. Shout out my dad. It's his B-Day. His name is Elver Galarga. Wait a minute. I feel like I just said something.
Wait. Is that it? No, I think that's his real.
Is that a real name? Elver Galarga?
I'm going to let you shout him out, homie. Shout him out, because I don't want to be tricked into saying a name that's not real, like at Walmart and shit.
I feel like I'm walking into something.
No, I think that's really a name, homie.
Yeah.
I just never heard the name Elver before.
Elver.
I never heard that before. But go ahead, give him a shout out. Come on.
Come on, NORBEEZ. Shout out Shoot for the Stars. I feel like I'm walking into something on that one.
Denise says it's her anniversary too. Her hubby 36 years. What are you talking about?
That's right, Denise. Happy anniversary.
What do you mean, Denise? What do you mean 36 years, Denise? You look like you're 36 years old.
Hey.
Like, how could you be? You're married when you were born?
Shout out Risky Business.
I
You
don't
see,
know.
look, they're laughing. They know I said something that I was supposed to.
Give him a shout out for the birthday, bro. What are you doing?
Nah,
That probably Elver
that-
is probably. I'm not gonna say the last name, homie, but if that's your dad, if that's your
shout
dad,
out to Elver. Okay,
hey, shout out to Elver for real.
Happy birthday, Elver.
Hey, appreciate you. I don't know much about you, but obviously you're a good father. So hey, I hope you enjoy your day. Elver's an Eastern European name. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Alvira. Are we even saying it right? Because it looks like it's pronounced like kind of like Elvira.
Oh, look, that they didn't put that part.
Oh, what is that for real? Oh, see, I'm just saying Elver. I'm not even going to say the whole thing, homie.
I knew it.
I'm just saying that.
I knew it. It felt weird. They didn't.
Yeah, they're setting us up on this show, man.
They didn't spell it right.
Setting us up.
He almost got me. Got me. Good one though. He almost got me.
Check it out though. I want to give a special shout out this weekend. I went to go eat, and I always run into people that know me from YouTube and Instagram, and tattooing or YouTube drama with these trollos. But I ran into a couple of dudes, and one of them is a business owner. He just opened up his business, and it's called. Where is it at? It's called King Top Deals. It's right there on Bluff and Whittier Boulevard, I believe. It's on 104 East Whittier Boulevard, Montebello, California. It's called King Top Deals, and they're having a grand opening on July 26th. I believe it's the spot I've been to before, and they have a lot of stuff on discount. So I think in the grand opening, they have like everything from drones to, I think they got furniture, they got clothes, they got home appliances. They got a gang of stuff for your bathroom, for your bedroom, light fixtures, I believe. They got a bunch of stuff, but a lot of stuff on their grand opening is going to be $10. So make sure you go visit that spot, 104 East Whittier Boulevard, Montebello, California. Tell them Marvelous sent you. Tell them Marvelous sent you, this guy. Tell them I sent you. So they're going to be launching the same day as the street festival, where they're going to close down Whittier Boulevard. There's going to be a gang of people parked in front of the store. You guys could follow him on Instagram at King Top Deals, and check out his page, See.
Wait a minute, Marvelous.
Don't tell me you know him.
Are you telling me that you were on the streets?
I'm in the streets every day. What are you talking about?
Tell me you were walking
I feel like I'm the only, besides Sonny, since Sonny didn't give me a shout out. Streets ain't loyal. He said he was the only one in the streets out of these YouTubers, but I'm really Sonny, the one everywhere in the streets, homie. No, I'm just playing. Sonny's in the street though. But yeah, bro, I'm everywhere. What do you mean? Am I in the street? Who said I wasn't in the street?
Oh, a lot of these people that make it seem like
those are your ex buddies. Blue
out here.
Blue Diva over there from his closet.
Like you're not like them, that they're out here in these streets. They're everywhere.
Right. No, they're in their studio safe where they should be. They should stay safe, homie. That's where they need to be. But anyways, back to reality. Go follow his page. See if you like any of the stuff. Maybe take your kids shopping, take your wife shopping, or whatever.
Shout out to Face Entertainment.
It's gonna be a lot of stuff's gonna be on sale. So shout out to him. Shout out to Chris. Appreciate you, homie. It was nice meeting you. I'll go do a review at your store. Don't trip on me. And who else was I gonna give a shout out to? Oh man, I'll remember right now.
Hey,
but anyways,
no cap. You're not getting me on that one again.
Guess where I went today? Guess where I went this weekend?
Oh,
too late. I'll tell you. I went to the Rose Bowl. The flea market. I never went to that one. Yeah, I always go to the Long Beach one.
I heard it's a very popular one. I heard they only do it once a month.
Yeah, and they don't have fleas there, but they have stuff there that they sell, like appliances and clothes.
I always wonder where that name even came from.
Where does that name come? You should look it up right now. Where does the term flea market? Where does the term? Does anybody in the comments right here? Do any of you guys know where that comes from? Where does flea market come from? I never even thought about that. But yeah, I went to the flea market.
Let's see, according to AI, it says the term flea market mostly likely originates from the French phrase "marche wa pousse."
I think you just want to say that second word, bro.
Which translates to market of fleas. This name is thought to have been given to certain Persian markets that specialize in selling secondhand goods, and it was believed that these goods, particularly furniture and clothing, might be infested with fleas.
No way. That's where it came from? Damn.
According to an AI overview.
Hey, we learned something new today. Hey, shout out to Houston, Texas, OZ Sanchez, La Purga RD. Hey, I never knew that.
Yeah,
that is crazy. What's up, Risky Business?
Leave it to the French.
Hey, shout out to Grindhouse.
I'm thinking that name though.
Damn, I never knew that. That's crazy. Hey, but I went there and check this out.
Wow.
It was super hot. So if you are gonna go there, you're gonna take your kids. Please be prepared for the heat because it's hot. Take something to drink.
I hear that's the place you don't take your kids.
And you know what? I think that you shouldn't take your kids there because it's just too hot. And they're not gonna have an understanding of like vintage stuff, that you might like for your pet or whatever. But the thing that they do have, and I noticed a lot, and it was dope, as I'm into plants, not the kind of those plants, but I like plants for your house, And they had a lot of nice ass plants right there. Never
really?
Loves. How about Wine Up from Pomeroy? Hey, what's up, Prima? Is that you? If that's her, never mind. I hope that's her. If that's her, I need to make her a moderator, but I need to find out if that's her or not.
But
yeah, if you guys are looking for stuff for your pad, you guys will like that spot. So that flea market, I always hit that one or the one in Long Beach at the Long Beach College. So yeah, check those out when you got time. Okay, what were we gonna talk about?
Oh well, we could get to the community posts.
Have you ever been to a flea market?
I want to say it's just like a very big swap meet, isn't it?
Yeah, like a big swap meet.
Big swap meet, yeah. Or poussé, as the French say it.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, you let's go to these community posts.
Go for it.
All right, only 6'4" was the first one, and he says, "What are your thoughts on on some conservatives and right-leaning people saying that being undocumented or illegal is also considered being a criminal?"
Because they believe in the border system. That's why. They believe in every law and boundary and policy that this government has put into place, and they want to live by that, but they don't understand that they're going to be a victim of it, So just like the immigration shit's happening right now with everybody that supposedly doesn't have papers, there's stuff that they're trying to push to even take away citizenship from people that are citizens, If you have a certain criminal record or your family was undocumented or whatever, you're gonna be thrown in the category too. Anybody that puts their belief into this system, this government, and has the indoctrination of believing that in this American dream is gonna fall short. You're gonna fall way short, and that you know what? We'll get into that today. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about. I don't know how you guys grew up. I'm not here to tell you a sob story about how I grew up. Most of you guys have already seen the interviews on how I grew up and stuff that I talked about on that documentary of Peter Centinelo on Cinemil TV, on Soft White Underbelly, on Street Gangs. You guys have already heard all that crap, and it ain't nothing special. It's nothing like, so what? Yeah, a gang member. Yeah, got addicted to drugs. Whatever.
Hey, we can't say that word.
Oh, my bad. My bad. But like the whole system of growing up in the barrio, you guys already know that. You guys have family that has been through that.
Yep.
So when you hear all these dudes come on these podcasts or getting interviewed and they're telling you their story, it's a repetitive story. It's a cycle. It's a never ending cycle. And the reason why it's never ending is because we keep on putting our energy into it and manifesting that cycle. We keep on manifesting. No matter if we want to deter people or youngsters from joining neighborhoods or from not doing certain things, we're still putting our energy and talking about it. So now that they see us talking about it and like, oh, you know what? Look at youngster from that barrio or whatever. Like, oh yeah, he's talking about it and he made it, and they're so fascinated. They're fascinated, and it's turning them on. When we feel that we're trying to deter somebody, but we're telling this story and their mind is just going crazy just thinking about it. They're thinking about it because they're living that right now. They're youngsters right now. They're teenage years. They got friends that are barely joining neighborhoods. They got friends that are barely joining tagging crews. They got some friends that are just football players, and they're trying to figure out which way should I go? Which way should I go? But the thing that parents need to understand is that every kid is being influenced by social media right now. everybody. So no matter how hard you think you're working or what you're trying to do, oh no, you shouldn't have social media or you shouldn't do this. And the more you tell them no, the more they're going to go against the grain. We did that. The more our parents told me, don't sneak out, don't do that, don't hang out with those people, don't get those tattoos, the more we did it. And the more you're still doing it. We're just that rebellious. We are, no matter what. And for the few of you that want to say, well, I never did that, or I never did that, there's something that you do that maybe nobody knows about, or maybe you did you're doing it right now, you know. But we're still rebellious people, is what I'm saying. You know, you can't. The more you tell your kid no, the more they're gonna do it. You know, and a lot of kids grow up with a lot of issues. You know, a lot of trauma. You know, they either have daddy issues because their daddy wasn't around, or they have mama issues because their mother wasn't around, and you know they get caught up in certain situations and scenarios, and that becomes part of their, I guess, growth. You know, but some people never grow. You know, they drowned in all that toxic water that they're pouring on themselves, you know, all those life's obstacles and stuff like that, what I'm saying, you know? But go ahead, get to the next one. My bad if I'm long-winded.
I'm trying to figure out how we got from there, from undocumented illegal.
No, because it's like, I know, how do we get to there, bro? Hey, stop me, homie. Stop me if I go off, bro. I'm like, it's just, you know what? Because that was on my mind before we even started this, on what we were going to talk about. But I apologize for us. I apologize. But it is, you know, it's like everybody's fascinated with living this American dream, you know, and it's like...
okay.
They're not looking. They're not looking at it. They're being indoctrinated by the school system that's telling them, oh, you know, these tribes and all this. This happened in the past. This happened in the 14th century. Columbus was a thing of the past. But they're not looking at tribes that these are the tribes of today. This is still going on. You're from a tribe.
Well, let me. This they keep somebody specifically keeps saying, but you guys got conquered. It doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, you got conquered.
That's not conquered. Listen, let me explain something to you. Who said that? Because I want to give him a shout out. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Hey, my grandpa used to be like, get all mad, like if the babies were crying and stuff like that. Let me hold them, or did you feed them? And he'll try to fight me, man. He'll be like this, like he'll be like that, like holding his hands up like that. I'll be, Grandpa, stop, man. I'm not trying to fight you, Grandpa. Like, don't do that.
Well, a beloved podcaster by the name of Nino America seems to keep saying that to everybody.
Oh, Nino girl,
you got conquered.
Yeah,
but you got conquered,
and that was anymore. A sellout. You know, he's a straight traitor. But anyways, we didn't get conquered. To conquer somebody is for that fool to have a weapon or whatever, or not even have a weapon. He could have his hands, you know what I mean? And fight him on a fair man-to-man basis. And if you win, you conquer that. That's not what happened with our people or any indigenous people. We were either manipulated or they got other tribes were indigenous as well to come against us and literally divided and conquered. That's a difference. It's not a man-to-man thing. Like sticking me and you know, a Russian head to head, you know, that was gonna try to manipulate the public to come against me. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be a fair thing. Or like Blue Diva, they're gonna go and manipulate all the masses on their following, but they're never gonna be like this. They're never gonna be eye to eye with you. You're never gonna see them in public. You know, those are the ones that are ghosting. They're the ones that are behind the scenes, you know, where it's safe. They're the ones that are in their closet. They're not actually out here. You know, so... But
the funny part about those individuals is that they keep saying the names of people that might go after them.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's like dry snitching. Like, why are you going to do that? You know the Huras watch the shows.
Oh, yeah.
They're watching all the shows. So when you're saying you're inviting somebody over there to your you know what I mean? Or, if something happens to me, like, come on. Like, what are you doing? Just be quiet. Yeah. Just stop. You know, you don't need to throw my name in there for views, you know? Just leave it alone already. It's all. But anyways.
And we'll get there to that. Okay, let's get to the second one.
Because we're going to go off.
Top Dog says, did you go to the East Side Story car show on Saturday? And how many times a week do you eat at King Taco?
No, I didn't get to go. Actually, my brother had invited me to go hang out with him. So I did that. and we went bar hopping.
Hey,
We went bar hopping.
that's right.
I was gonna invite you too, NORBEEZ, but you had your boy with you. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, but we
Appreciate
did that.
that, though.
I had a good time. Thanks, bro, for the invite. Appreciate you, even though you're a loud ass. And yeah, we had a good time. And I didn't get to go to that. I heard there was a big rumble there, though. I heard somebody got down or something happened
Yeah,
over there.
thankfully it happened at the end of the show where like the performances already happened. Everything pretty much, happened what was supposed to happen. And at the end of the night, I guess a few knuckleheads got too drunk and
I heard it was car clubs against car club or something like that.
There
That's
was,
what I heard.
There was a rumor about that, and from what I hear, a few car clubs made a statement, pointing out that it wasn't them involved in any of that,
right.
and it was just the audience member that just had a little too much to drink that night.
That's good.
What about the King Taco? How many times do you?
Oh, King Taco. Man, King Taco. Really, I love King Taco. I grew up with King Taco. I knew the owner, and shoot, I have King Taco tatted on my leg.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Hey, let me show them. So they don't. They're like, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. I do.
Show some.
I let my
Hey,
oh, you don't want to see these bad boys right here, baby. What? Nah, but I do. I got. Look at King Taco right there, baby.
Right there.
I got King Taco right there. Look at my daughter did her name when she was 10 years old. I let her tap me up. But yeah, I got King Taco right there. Waited to slice him up. But King Taco, for reals, King Taco's overrated, man. They've really gotten, and my bad, King Taco, but hey, you guys have gotten shady on your burritos, homie. They used to be thick. You didn't complain about giving salsa. You know what I mean? They hooked it up, and now it's like the little skinny burrito, and then what I love at King Taco is I love the sopes. The sopes used to be bomb, homie. The tortillas were.
I never liked sopes. I was never a fan of sopes.
You never liked them?
No.
Well, they don't like you either.
That's what I think.
But no, they're bomb. You don't like cabbage or what is it?
I don't like the actual tortilla. 'Cause it's thick and sometimes they come out like.
Well, I thought you like them. I thought you like them thick.
Hey, I like Taco Bell.
Oh yeah, so that's what I was getting to. What are you talking about, NORBEEZ? You rather have a Taco Bell tortilla than a King Taco tortilla? Is that what you're saying? Man, you don't make no sense, homie. For the person that looks like the most indigenous man in the world, you rather have a Trump taco.
I'd rather have Taco Bell than King Taco. There, I said it.
Man, I don't know. You're losing major points right here, NORBEEZ. For reals.
Who said that?
NORBEEZkis. Who said that? But anyways,
you know what? I think it's just the I don't know. I think it's the ones I've ordered. They just the soap shit is just.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. The tortillas, they come all stale, So there's certain King Tacos that I do go to that do hook it up. So like for instance, the Maywood, the one in Maywood that sells pisto. There's only a few King Tacos that sell pisto. So if you guys want beer and you guys want to go drink after the game, go to that one.
What? There is?
Yeah. They sell beer.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Well, where's your pen? You have a pen? You go write this down right now.
Wait, is that the one by is that the one down by Maywood?
It's one. I just said let's rewind this back because I think I said Maywood, NORBEEZ.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's in Maywood, bro. So, anyways, yeah. So go to that one. They got pisto right there, and they have bomb sopes, and they're not shady with the meat. A lot of people. I'm not promoting King Taco right now, bro.
Why are you promoting them?
I know, but anyway, some King Tacos are good for certain things.
We're looking for sponsors also.
All right, yeah, King Taco sponsor me, man. I have your damn face tatted on me.
Important message to the audience. Here in Marvelous Minds, we enjoy giving you this great content, and you too can be part of this Marvelous Minds company, and decide to donate some money, and so that the lights can be turned on, and we could keep going.
NORBEEZ, shut the hell up, NORBEEZ. You're taking that from American Fag. Man, don't be saying that. That will be asking for donations to talk about me. Give me $100 and I'll talk about Marvelous. Quit it. We don't ask for no donations over here. We're not asking you to give money, but give us some money if you can. But for real, we don't need none of that. We appreciate you just liking the channel and joining in with us. Giving us your time. And,
especially the members. We love the members.
Oh, yeah. If you're not a member yet, tell them about joining the membership, please.
Yes. You too can join the members and enjoy us. The oldie show, all the oldie shows run through in the members I guess page. So if you're if you become a member, that you do get to access to all the oldie shows that me and Marvelous here do, and enjoy it as much as we enjoy making them. Yeah, if you're using an iPhone to become a member, unfortunately, Apple kind of hating on YouTube right now because if you want YouTube Premium, and I'm just gonna explain it really quickly. If you want YouTube Premium cheaper, you go to YouTube and get the membership from them directly. You don't go through Apple and get it through them. And YouTube pushed that and let people know, and that's why Apple got mad at YouTube and doesn't allow people to become members if you're using an iPhone. So you have to go to a browser and actually go through the browser and go to the YouTube page for Marvelous Minds, and then you could go and actually sign up as a member over there. Other than that, I mean, most people with Android phones, you're pretty much okay for that.
And the membership access gives you access, I mean, to the oldies show. So a lot of people have been asking me for my oldies and stuff, or can I put a list of the oldies that I play on there? If you join the membership, you could get all those oldies you want. But if you just don't, I mean, you could obviously go through my playlist or whatever that I do have on my channel and get whatever songs you want. I got R&B, rap, whatever, all that.
Jedi says, that's why I started going to Lupe's, because the hard shell tacos were bomb back in the day.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, shout out to Jedi. What's up, homie? We need to have lunch.
Hey.
And shout out to Platinum Detail in North Hollywood. Appreciate you, homie. Anybody that needs their car detail, go look up Platinum Detail on Instagram.
That's right.
North Hollywood. Make sure it's him, and tell him Marvelous sent you.
There you go. You know what?
I'm giving a lot of promotions today. You know what? Shoot, I'm accepting food stamps.
That's right.
If you guys want to, sponsor me.
Hey, you want to use your EBT card on us?
Yeah.
For
just
real,
swipe your EBT card.
Down. Hey, all right. We got Zayduno says, "What's up, Marvelous? Have you heard of the animal medicine fenbendazole and ivermectin? I said it kill parasites, cancer in humans. Side note, Texas foods don't join the lives anymore because of cyberbullying."
What the heck?
Oh.
No, I haven't. Or maybe you're not reading it right. I haven't read it. Shout out to Shoot for the Stars. No, I haven't heard of that. And no, you don't to how do you say that name? Tarp lover?
Tarp lover.
Tarp lover?
Yeah, tarp lover.
No, you do not have to pay $13 for a song, bro. That's ridiculous. You know, that is ridiculous.
We appreciate any
that little dude over there needs to stop all that. You know, but anyways,
we got a special message from Jay that says, "Tell Pops I said to grow his hair."
All right, hey son, I want to grow my hair out, man. It's just I have too much white.
Rising Warrior says, "Why do you think the YouTubers, the Chola and the Hustocks and the Gunners and the Dubs and the Tony who voted and endorsed Trump are now trying to backpedal and want us to believe that they are for the raza?"
You know what? I could go in on everybody. About that whole situation. But I'm glad you asked that. Let's get into that real quick. Let me get situated for this one.
All right, guys, get your popcorn, get your drink ready.
You guys have the popcorn, your shot of tequila.
Start your screen recording.
You know what? I should do this live drunk. So I can really let people know how. No, I'm just playing.
There's going to be too much cussing.
Yeah. Hey, I don't cuss that. Do I cuss that much?
When you drink?
I'm sorry.
No, when you drink.
Hey, do I for real?
When you drink.
Do I really cuss that much when I drink?
It comes out when you drink.
For real? Well, how come you don't tell me something, NORBEEZ? Yeah. You got to check me, bro. For real. If I do that, you need to tell me something, homie.
Not when you're sober, though. Not when you're sober.
But when I drink, I do cuss a lot.
It comes out. It slips out.
Yeah, you should. And you're barely telling me on live right now.
I thought you knew that.
Now everybody's going to see that.
Now everybody's going to want to watch the...
How embarrassing.
Not everybody's going to watch the oldie show to catch those moments.
Now these trollos are going to go try and clip some images of me. Look at him. He's not in... That's not what...
He's not a god.
Huh. See, I told you.
Bro, it cracks me up that some of these foods call you a god.
Who does that? Who?
Some of these foods,
I never heard that.
They call you a god.
I never heard that before. Anyways.
It's crazy.
But anyways, no, let's get into this real quick. The whole, you know what? all these YouTubers, they're known for something, right? And I said this before, right? When you get on social media and you do kind of become of a, let me see, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say content creator, but you do become an influencer. Or, I mean, nobody starts off as an influencer. I think they just have an idea of what they want to do. Like, say, for instance, the Dubs and Gunners, right? They did a lot of time. Okay, cool. And they came out and they had regular jobs, but they found it, the audience found it very intriguing to listen to prison stories, right? Stuff that they haven't personally been through, or maybe something, or that homies can be relate to, you know, in a way, that have been doing time too, you know? And they are fascinating, you know, to hear all that stuff and, you know, listen to all that. But you got to take into accountability. I'm going to go through each one. So this is only 2 of them, right? You got to take into account that these people have been incarcerated, you know? So they don't have a full comprehension. And this is no disrespect to Dubs and no disrespect to Gunner. So if you guys want to do a response to this, hey, homies, handled it.
Disrespect them, bro. Disrespect them.
I'm not gonna disrespect
They done
them.
enough. They done enough disrespecting to get some back.
No, they haven't disrespected me. Who said that? Don't start rumors, NORBEEZ. But anyways,
That's just the way I felt.
anyways, Dubs and Gunner have been cool with me. They never disrespected me. You know what I mean? But you know, they have a prison channel.
No, wait. First of all, Gunner does hate on you. I do that. Every time he gets a chance to talk about you, all he does is point out your looks.
Really?
Why does his eyebrows look like that? Why is his head always glistening? Why
My head glistens?
Why is he always act like he's the most handsome cholo on the fucking YouTube?
I act like a handsome cholo? How does a handsome cholo? I never heard that before. I never heard that.
Every chance he gets,
I don't know,
points
NORBEEZ.
out all your. You know, that's the interesting part.
You're gonna start drama, and I never heard that before.
I'm just saying, bro. They point out your facial features. I like, how much do you guys look? I don't even look at your face like that.
You better not be looking at my face like that, because we're in the same room, homie.
But it freaks me out when so many men.
Hey, do I act like that? Is NORBEEZ making this up? Man, this one's gonna start another YouTube drama.
I'm just saying, bro. It's funny how a lot of these guys point out your facial features. Like, they look at you, they look at your face. Let me see what I could point out on his face. Oh, I'm gonna point out his eyebrows. Oh, I'm gonna point out his head. I'm gonna point out his earplugs. I'm like, damn, you guys are gay.
For real? I never heard that, bro. You know what? I'm not even.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just an assumption.
Okay.
They might not be gay. They just might be.
I'm not even gonna feed into that, because they've never disrespected me. You know, they've always been cool with me. But anyways, what I'm trying to get at before NORBEEZ got into his rant over there is that all these people have their certain views on politics, right? And for the prison channels or the people that have been incarcerated a long time, they only have one perspective on and this is with all respect, fellas, on what politics or how they're affecting them, right? So a person that's been incarcerated for a long time or whatever, you are paying attention to the laws and the laws that are gonna affect you, or whatever, the long-term effects on you know, maybe your case can get overturned, or whatever it is you're trying to accomplish or trying to knowledge yourself on, right? Or educate yourself on, I should say, sorry. But they don't have the perspective of a person, a free citizen, on what we're going through out here. Yeah. You know, on a person that has a regular day-to-day job, or a person that, you know, maybe the policies change within your city. Yeah. You know, because there's different policies in different cities, and they don't know that because they're incarcerated. They're only feeling the effects of the incarceration. Yeah. You know, not every single law, unless they're really studying. You know what I mean? And it's sad to say that a lot of you know, cholos or whatever, or person, my God, there's 805 Plumbing. You're funny, homie.
We're gonna read super chats at the end.
Or a lot of people that are incarcerated. It's sad that they start to educate themselves then, you know, when they're already adults, or when they just don't have nothing to do. You know what I mean? Not saying that that's their case, But now let's get on to Tony. Let's get on to Tony A.
Oh.
Tony A. Tony A hasn't done time. Tony A's out here. He, he's been in the music industry and stuff like that. And he's a believer, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Tony, in the American dream. He believes in the whole family and, I gotta do what I gotta do to make it and support my family. But then again, he's not knowing the effects of everybody on people that are wealthy. The tax breaks that they get or whatever. They're not looking at everything in a whole. You need to look at everything besides your own opinion and your own perspective, right? You really do, because people are stuck in this system. Who else did you bring up, bro?
It was American Chola. It was Lucky from Hoodstocks. It was Dubs, Gunners, and Tony.
All right, let's not even get on Lucky, that dude. Right.
I'll get on after you're there. If I can, I'll get on those things.
Okay. So the American guy, right? The one that wants to be a cop. This dude, he just wants to be in everything, and it's for real. I'm not even trying to disrespect the dude, but real stuff, This dude, at 1 week, he's a gangster. The next week, he's running for political office. The next week, he's a family guy and he drives a forklift and he's disrespecting everybody else. And the next one, he's a gangster again. You know what I mean? Or he's into everything that every genre he feels the need to be a part of, right?
He's like the only YouTuber that has the most cops on his show.
Yeah, and then he's the most active dude with the hardest gangbangers, but he's sitting down with cops.
It make sense.
Or calling the cops on his homies, or it's I don't get it. You know what I mean? And it's just when you hear people talk about stuff like politics and it's just they're only looking at it from their perspective. That's another dude that believes in the American dream. Look at his podcast name, American, so and so, whatever, And for a person to believe that you're gonna be, especially if you're raza, that you're gonna be this all-American. You're going to be this all-American guy. This is what I'm trying to get at. You're going to have the American dream. You're going to be running in slow motion with the American flag, waving behind you. And all these blonde white women are going to be like, the brown man. I love him. Like, that's not going to happen. That is never going to happen. Never. You are never sorry. If you feel disrespected and you've worked hard all your life, I'm so sorry. But you are never going to have what other ethnicities got. You are never going to have it. You're not. You're going to have to suck your way up to the top. For reals. You really are. You're going to have to walk backwards into other people. Sorry. That's just it's what happens. You can't. You literally are going to be a puppet or you're going to end struggling, and it's gonna keep continuing and continuing and continuing, and you could drive around in certain areas, and whenever you guys have a chance, right? I'm gonna get to the other thing right now. You could get in your car when you have time, when you have some spare time, and drive around to certain cities. Go take a drive up to Pasadena, up to the hills over there. Go drive by the Rose Bowl. Go look at the mansions over there. Go to Beverly Hills. Go look at what ethnicity is living over there. Go drive to Alhambra. Go look at what ethnicities over there occupying that. Everybody has their own little spot. They've claimed the fame right here. They've claimed their spot, and they created a border around their spot. You got Chinatown. You got Little Tokyo. You got Little India. You got, what else do you got? Persian Square. I'm saying, everything is named after everybody else's ethnicity except for yours. What do you got? What do you got? How many cars are you paying for? How much taxes do you owe? Who are you working for? You know what I mean? You got to do so much extra work, so much harder to be a boss, to have your own company. You know what I mean? Also, by abiding by all these policies and fake laws that they have and restrictions on you, And not only that, now you got to deal with the whole immigration thing. And what the people aren't realizing, even these podcasters, is that this has always been a tribal war. Always. And yes, I did say war. It's not politics or war, but it's just a war of your mind. It's a mindset for a person to place a policy. For me to go into your home, I'm going to open your door and go into your home and create rules and regulations for all your kids and your wife. No, you can't you have to go to the bathroom at a certain time. You have to go to bed at a certain time. No, you can't watch that show. No, you can't dress like that. You can't talk like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's exactly what happened. And it's happening. The only thing is that since they call it a free country, you think that you're free, and you're not. You're not. You believe in a president. You believe in a free country. But they call it a corporation. They call it they don't call it a country. They call it a corporation. They have a president that is a spokesperson for that corporation. That presidency is in Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia. That isn't even part of the United States and is owned by the Vatican. That is run by the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire is still at tribal wars with the indigenous people, trying to claim their land, take their natural resources on every continent that they set foot on. And you can't see that because you're too busy at the office circling your little dot on who you believe that's going to make a better president. Oh, let's vote for this guy because he's going to pass this policy and these laws. And did you vote for whatever? You're not understanding. You are not understanding or comprehending what's going on here. You're not. And it sucks, you know? Every day you go to work, a job, to be persecuted, not looking up definitions of words. You know? On the week, you're weakened. You know? You're in a weakened state of mind when you feel you have the luxury to take time off. No. Every day should be a luxury of learning and really providing for your family. What does providing for your family mean? Not working a 9 to 5. Educating your children, your seed, your tribe. That is providing. If you could provide knowledge to your seed, if you could teach your wife, and your wife can teach your kids, you guys could sustain yourself. You guys don't need all this stuff that you think are luxuries. You guys don't need all that. If you guys knew that the land that you're on right there is sacred ground and that it's your land, you'll know how special you are. But since they tell you that you're mixed and that you're from here or you're from over there, you don't know who you are. You don't. You're mixed up. And you're going to forever be mixed up. That's what I'm saying.
Yep. All right. Mind if I take a crack at it?
Hell nah. No, let's not get into drama for us.
I'm not. But I do want to say some words about the people that he mentioned here. Let's see. And then first I'll talk about Tony. Tony hasn't been doing lives. He hasn't been talking about politics. As far as I know. So, but these guys that they did mention, Gunner, Dubs, and Chola, and
why did they vote? Did they vote for Trump or what?
Well, according to what people are telling us, is that they not only voted for Trump, but they encourage their audience to vote for Trump as well.
But imagine if they had that understanding, bro. Imagine if they had that understanding and knowing that every single since man, how many presidents have we had already?
Yeah.
Has anything changed?
No.
Nothing ever has changed.
It just keeps repeating. It keeps repeating. And this is the thing I want to say about these guys. These guys knew that there was a possibility that they were going to start deporting the way they're deporting now. For them to say, "Oh, I didn't know they were going to do this," it's a complete lie. You hear any YouTuber that was admittedly saying they're voting for Trump, it's because they knew this was going to happen. They knew there's a possibility. There's no way that there going to be a small amount of criminals that they're going to deport. No, they knew that eventually once Trump was done with the criminals, he was going to move on to the hardworking people, the people that have been here for years, trying to just, work hard, like literally work hard in the sun for the whole day, just for not even minimum wage money. they knew that eventually ICE will come after them, that Trump will come after them. For them to say, oh, well, I didn't know it was going to be like that, it's 100% lie. Because think about it, guys. These guys come off saying they know exactly the plan. They know exactly what they're voting for, and they want you to vote just like them. For them to say, oh, I didn't know this was going to happen, that is them believing that you people, their audience are stupid enough to believe that they didn't really know. They knew that was a possibility. I have said it many times in other podcasters' platforms that, hey, he's going to go after your family. He's going to go after regular, hardworking people because there's only a certain amount of criminals that are actual criminals that he can go after, and he needs to meet a quota. So for them to tell you, the audience, oh, I didn't know this was going to happen, this wasn't what I voted for, it's 100% a lie. They knew what they were voting for. They're okay with what he's doing. But because they're getting a backlash, because they're getting backlash from Raza telling them that's what you wanted. And now you're saying you don't want it?
But look at NORBEEZ. On their behalf, I'm gonna go ahead and, there's two sides, bro.
Okay.
On their behalf.
Yeah.
Say those podcasters or whatever.
Yeah.
This is what they do. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe they didn't know, bro. Okay? But let me tell you why. Just saying. Let's say I have these are the laws right here, right? These are the laws I'm presenting to you right here, right? And I'm going to put these down here for you to vote on.
Yeah.
So this is what the public is focusing on. Not knowing that after they vote on these laws, I have a whole nother pocket that they don't even know about.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna throw these. These are the ones that are really gonna affect them. These are the ones that I'm gonna implement.
Yeah.
So while they're busy being distracted, the great Roman circus.
Yeah.
We're right here believing in all these stuff. Oh, did you vote on A1 203?
Yeah.
Or did you vote on this and that and that and that?
Yeah.
And they're not even knowing the whole other. They have a whole agenda to deport our families.
Yeah.
They have a whole nother agenda after that to come after the black ethnicity.
Yeah.
They have a whole nother agenda, to do whatever. Now, gang members that are incarcerated that are Mexicanos are gonna straight get deported. Because this is federal now.
Yeah.
This isn't state, bro.
Yeah.
This isn't like, oh, I'm gonna take you back to Mexico. The federal agency, the federal government can deport you anywhere.
Oh yeah,
they could take you to a.
I mean, that's what they're doing right now.
They could take you to a prison in the Philippines, homie.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah,
they're doing that right now.
And that's the understanding
and I get it what you're saying, but these individuals come off educating people like they do know, but they don't know. And this is why I tell you guys got to be careful listening to who you're listening to, because, for instance, here's another example, like the 44 Vato. This guy made up a fake news report on his platform, and it was so bad that
what was it or what?
He used videos from another event to make up a story.
Oh, okay.
And it was so bad that I think MSNBC actually used it to expose him as a YouTube as a TikToker or Instagrammer that are creating fake news. Yeah. He literally created fake news, and this is bad because when these guys talk like they know what they're talking about, and then all of a sudden back out, oh, I didn't mean it. Like I didn't know. That wasn't what I expected. That is bad because we're trying to push actual information. I've told people this was his plan. He's gonna eventually deport regular people. He's not gonna just deport criminals. Because I've seen what he's been talking about.
So are you saying you know everything, NORBEEZ?
No,
is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that these guys talk like they know what they're saying. And now they're acting like they're playing stupid now. You can't talk to people like you're right. And you got all the facts. And then when all the shit hits the fan, you start telling people, whoa, I didn't know. Well, if you didn't know, why are you even talking about it? Why are you telling your audience to vote for the guy? Because look, now you see what's happening. Now you know what your vote did, what you pushed the people. You wanted these deportations. You want to see our people get broken apart. You want to see dads. That was your doing. You can't suddenly say, well, I didn't know. Yes, you did. You knew because you're still acting like you know. You're making shows about politics and then saying, well, I didn't know I voted for that. So why are you still doing videos about politics?
You
Why
know
are you
what?
still talking
You know what,
about
NORBEEZ, come over here. Give me a hug. Just give me a hug. You need a hug,
I
bro.
need a hug.
You need a hug, homie, because you're really going in. It's not like the whole.
What happened?
What happened? What happened?
I think.
Did we get shut out because of you?
I think we might have.
Oh, you're a hater. See the way you are?
Damn. Hold on.
Did we or not? You're over there pushing stuff, ranting, getting us blocked.
No, I'm saying that. Oh yeah.
Did we got cut off?
No, wait. I think no. You're still in there. As far as I can see, you're still in there.
Ask the people.
Guys, am I still in there? Are we still in there?
It says we're still in there. We're at 463.
No, it's still going. Okay, it's still going.
All right, but look at. Okay,
right.
stop yelling on the mic. That's what it is. All right? Take a breather. You're trying to go in on every podcaster right now, man.
They piss me off, bro.
Look at the people. They're not having all the raza watch them. These are only the people that watch their channel, bro.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they believe in the person that they're watching, homie, then let them believe them.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever. They need to learn something. We don't learn from the good things.
Yeah. Well, you know what really pissed me off the most, that they have these people go on their show that say why is Raza protesting? What are they achieving? They're not achieving nothing. They just make it look stupid. Like they got to stop doing that shit. We got to be smarter. We got to put our people in there. I'm like, are you blind? We do have our people in there. Do you not see the last names of the politicians that are in the city council, the state assembly, the freaking senators? They're all Raza last names. So clearly your plans don't work, and just because you have money doesn't mean that you know what you're talking about either. That's why I don't.
NORBEEZ. Let's just turn down the volume a little bit. You're going in, bro. You're going in. You're gonna make us go viral tomorrow. Everybody's gonna go in on you, homie. All right, let's go to the next question. All right. Dang, NORBEEZ. Somebody come and give NORBEEZ a hug. Take him to a strip club. He needs a piece.
Right. Oh, okay. Here's one, a good one. That's something that's also part of this. Hated one says, "What do you think about the Epstein list not existing no more? All of a sudden."
Well, I mean, the Epstein list has already been put out. So for them to say that it hasn't existed is ridiculous. For Trampa over there, right there in the White House, for him to say that he didn't even know the guy very well, he partied with the dude in a gang of hyenas.
Yeah, he did.
You know,
he did.
And so that's a lie. The thing is that, I mean, everybody, it's common sense. You know, it's not. You don't need to see the list, bro. Like it's like in a serious thing, you don't need to see the list. Like, you know what the dude was doing. You know what when you really study everything, like I'm telling you about, not just in today's government, but in centuries government, and how all these people were Masons and what they were involved in the occults and all that, all the symbolisms that they use, you know, all that they use these symbols, you know, when they're talking. You'll see them when they're sitting down for an interview and they're just sitting down like this, you know, they're literally sending each other, you know, saying, hey, I'm a part of you. I'm a part of you, you know? But for people, if you guys were to study stuff like that, you know, and you guys will see how these people are even related to each other. Yeah. You'll know that it's all scripted.
That's crazy.
It's all scripted. They've even read at the White House the same script that they wrote for the last presidency. That's amazing. Like, why don't you change the words around or something? But they kept it the same.
Bro, it's a trip that he actually yelled, "Can you people stop talking about Epstein?" Trump said that.
Yeah?
Yeah, he said, "Can you guys stop talking about him?"
Because that dude was on that island. They had the cruise ships that would drop off kids over there at that spot. How dirty is that?
Hey, but all these supporters of him, they say, well, you know, we don't need. They're actually saying we don't need to see that list.
Trump because they're probably the same, homie. They're probably the same, or they're from Skull and Bones, or they're a Mason, or they're from the Boule. You know, people don't know about that. Yeah. They didn't even know what the Boule was.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was. Yeah, like, you said that, I'm like, what the fuck is a Boule?
Go ahead.
All right, let's see. Next is okay, we already talked on that one. We got a comment from Risky Business. Says, isn't it ironic that the conservatives in California break federal laws when smoking cannabis, yet they say that undocumented people should be deported because they're breaking a federal law? That is ironic. Lennox says, when are you making a live talking about DNA?
Oh, we need to do that soon. We need to get into a biology
They
one.
want to live. Also, serious question. Okay, same from Jay also says, also serious question. How many times a day consider unnormal to use the toilet?
How many days? That should be the first thing you do before you wake up, when you get up. It should already be,
What do you think? Once or twice? Twice. I would say twice, right?
well, I mean, you
Twice a
probably
day?
go twice because of all that taco sauce.
Hey.
But,
Nah, come on. You got to tell me you only go once?
what do you mean? Like, do you have that much garbage in you?
Yeah.
Hey, you're on live, homie. You're letting the world know.
Wait. Okay, you know what? We're going to need to start a poll because I feel like I'm not the only one here.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me start this poll. I need
And tell people to be honest, too.
people be honest on this one because I'm going to start a poll.
But in reality, you should go every morning. You should go every morning. You know what I mean? Try not to eat so late. Try to cut down to 1 meal a day. If you're eating 3 meals, try to cut down to 2 meals a day. Make sure what you're eating is organic always. You don't need that much consumption of water. You don't need to drink that much water because your body's composed of water. It produces water on its own. But the water that you do drink, I mean, if you could get it from a natural spring or in a glass cup, do that. But also, good to relieve yourself is key limes. You could I don't know if you guys like lemon or key limes are better, but if you guys like that, that'll help lube up your intestinal tract, to push all that stuff out, But yeah, if you guys see a lot of dudes like over 40 years old that have a pot belly, they start to get like all bloated and stuff.
All right, the poll is up. The poll is up.
That is fecal matter. It's called fecal matter. And some people's intestines start growing over that. It gets so hard, just like a plumber's pipes. It gets all corroded and hard. And some people's intestinal tracts start growing over it. Not only that, but the parasites that people have in their body is enormous, and they have no idea, because this is like they're barely hearing about it, or they're like, oh, that can't be inside of me, but it is. They're thriving. And especially with every fast food meal that you do eat, NORBEEZ, they're even having a big old party right now, homie. Swimming. So when your stomach is growling, that isn't you hungry, homie.
All right, so far I'm not
That's
looking.
them.
Hey, so far I'm not looking too bad. I'm
That's
not looking
them.
too bad. Look, check that out.
What?
Look at that. Those
many
numbers are
times?
moving. Those numbers are moving.
They barely started. Leave it up to the end, and then we'll see how much they move, like the parasites in
We're
your
at
stomach.
53 votes right now, and it's I'm actually a little bit more shocked of the one time people. That's actually wow. Some people actually. I feel
All
like
right.
they're just voting one
Let's
just
go
to
to the
go
next one.
against
I'll be
me.
talking about mierda all day, all night. I mean.
All right. All right. We got one from East LA. Dominguez says, "Can you give advice on co-parenting? Porfas, Marvelous, and NORBEEZ. Love you guys."
Co-parenting is hard when you guys don't have the same beliefs or moral standards. That is so hard. Believe me, I've dealt with it. I'm dealing with it, and it's hard. All you can do, and this is just personal advice on what I did, is tell my kids, you know what, or not keep nothing from them. People will say, "Oh, you shouldn't be telling your kids that." No, I'm not gonna lie to them. I'm gonna tell them everything that's happening, so they know the decisions that they should be making when they get my age or they get put in the same circumstance, right? But on dealing with first of all, man, let me say it like this. First of all, my bad, but you chose to be with that person. You chose to lay with that person. So if you guys created a baby together, you're gonna have to face those consequences, right? And it's gonna be a learning experience, whether you like it or not, And it just sucks, when parents use kids against the other half. You know what I mean? I've gone through that. I'm going through that. But the best thing is to never give your kids the short answer. Try to explain everything into detail with them, and also never let your word be the end of it. Like don't always try to be right with your children. Like, you should listen to me and I'm telling you the truth, and you should listen to me because I do more for you. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. The best way to explain to your kids is to say, you know what? I want you to see this is what I do, and this is what she does. You know, and when you get older, you make your own decision on what you think are, and not even to put it like that, like who did more for each other. But you're gonna learn something, mijo or mija. You're gonna learn something from me and her on what either to do or what not to do. Okay? Maybe there's some things that you do wrong, you know, and you just don't talk about it. But your kids will see it. You knew when your parents weren't doing something wrong. I mean, were doing something wrong, or they weren't doing something right. You know what I mean? Like, you seen it. You seen when they would sneak outside and maybe have a drink, or maybe they would, you know, smoke bud or whatever. You know, you smelled it. You knew when they were arguing in the room, or you knew whatever. You know what I mean? You knew when your mom brought different dudes over to meet you, you know? Or you knew when your dad went out and he's like, I'm going out. You knew he was going on a date. Like, you know what I mean? You're not dumb, and your kids aren't dumb. But when we become parents, we feel like, oh, they're our kids, they're dumb. But you weren't dumb. You know just as much as they know, you know, and they know just as much as you know when you were their age. You know what I mean? So don't ever think your kid is so dumb that they're not going to comprehend stuff. They just don't comprehend it then and there, you know, but they will someday. And the best thing is just to give them understanding on what wisdom is and what you're providing. You may not have all the money in the world, but if you have a good conversation with your babies, you know, that's going to last a long time. And they're always going to remember that, and they're going to pass that on to their children. That's and right. You're always going to be spoken of.
That is right. What he said. I just want to say shout out to the
shout out to the chat.
Shout out to the top fans.
And if anybody hasn't pushed the like button, I hope you do.
Because we got like a lot of top fans. So I appreciate it. All of you, all 50 that are top fans right now.
Serio.
It's a new feature that YouTube is pushing.
All right, let's go. Next one. Hey, I want to take calls because I want to hear what they got to say.
You want to take calls?
Yeah.
All right, guys. You guys want to take calls? We're going to set up for calls. We want to hear what you want to talk about.
No block calls, please.
No anonymous, no block calls. Stop using Amazon to call us.
They use Amazon to call?
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, you can read whatever, bro. Another one if you want.
Oh, I already got rid of it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Green Eyes, Guppy AZ, Este Way, 805 Plumbing, Rising Warrior, Supreme. Did I say that? Stranger Ground. Is that what I said?
All right, guys. Wait, is that? Yeah, numbers up, guys. Share your thoughts. What you think about what we talked about tonight. Oh, you know what? Before we go there too, because we got to talk about the title of today.
Oh, go ahead.
And the title was I don't know if you guys could see that. Just want to make sure because your shoes are blinding the numbers.
Ooh.
Your shoes because they're
me?
like white.
Oh, Spencer. Let me put my legs down.
Hey. There you go. All right. Now you can see the numbers. Okay, so the title today was Quitting YouTube. And I put that on there today because
I'm not quitting YouTube. What are you thinking?
Well, I was gonna say, you know, and we talked about this earlier. I was saying, you know what, Marvelous? I'm getting tired of these goddamn YouTubers out here. And the only reason their channels are still getting views is because of you.
Why?
Every time their views start going down, they got no likes. As soon as they say Marvelous, Danny, all of a sudden they have views again. You're keeping them alive. So in a way, I kind of want to say maybe Marvelous, you might want to consider quitting so these motherfuckers can quit too.
I'm not gonna quit
because you keep their channels alive.
Get you the channel. Get you the call.
But that's the reason for the title. Caller, your name and where you calling from tonight.
What up? It's Jay.
Oh, Jay got in.
Oh, what's up, son?
Jay got in.
What up?
How you guys doing?
Huh? What's cracking?
I'm here on a rant tonight.
He's on a rant right now.
Yeah, I know he is on a rant, man. The whole damn clip is about NORBEEZ now, man.
I know. Damn.
Crazy.
What's going on, mijo? How you doing? What? Talk to me. Talk to me.
Right now, you guys. Give the best advice you could give to a kid who's my age right now, 23 years old.
I know, but what do you mean? Like in what area, son?
Any advice with like anything? like anything that he's going through. Like,
listen to your father. Listen to your father. Stop making choices and stop thinking that you know everything.
Set yourself up for that one.
Hey, you gotta let this guy NORBEEZ go first, then.
No, go ahead, NORBEEZ. What advice would you give
advice for what though?
Your son.
As far as
look at if you can go. That's what he's not saying. He's not saying. But
wait, what did he say? No, he said something right.
All right, go ahead.
Girls-wise.
Go wise? You said go GOA?
I said girls wise.
Oh, NORBEEZ doesn't even get girls.
Yeah.
He doesn't know about girls yet.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm just playing.
You know what? It's well, I mean,
just give the best advice you could give, man.
You know what? If you're going for girls, I mean, it really depends. I mean, if you're at your age, don't think about girls. Think about your goals. Think about your career. Think about how you're building your foundation. Because once you build your foundation, your house, like that girl's gonna come along, and you'll have your pickings at that point. But you don't want to be a bum, and then you're trying to get like this girl that wants $1 million house and wants the 3 6s, the 6 figures, the 6-pack, and what was the other one? The 6 inches.
I don't know. You're thinking about sixes. You're thinking about sixes over there, NORBEEZ. But anyways, my son's in heat right now. I don't think that's the best advice to give him.
Well, and that's the part. That's the challenge too. I mean, you're in heat. Your guys up at your age are in heat because you're letting your emotional side take over your brain. You need to be more logical.
Ooh.
When you become more logical and you start really just using the one brain. And you start really considering yourself because at your age, how do you still don't even know who you are?
Ooh, where is this NORBEEZ? Where has this NORBEEZ been at?
The motivational NORBEEZ.
I know this guy. I never knew this. I never even met this guy right here.
Well, I'm just saying. Look, find who you are, because once you find out who you are, then you'll find out what you want. Because at this point, somebody your age just wants anything that walks on 2 legs.
Yeah, that sounds like my son.
No,
I'm just playing.
But for the most
no, I'm just playing, son. But look at
He's not playing.
Look at, son. Live life, enjoy it. Don't let life live you. You're gonna get older quicker. You're gonna get ran through just like a female.
Hey,
if you're acting like that.
What the fuck?
No, listen. I'm saying, like, if you start being like so like looking for this woman, you're never gonna find her. You're never, because you're in search for something that's not attracted to you yet, that it has that package. When you raise your elevation and your frequency on everything that you're supposed to be doing, whether it's fitness, whether it's a career or setting a foundation, a good structure for your baby, my granddaughter, that's when the right woman will be attracted to you. Right now, you're selfish. I'm not saying that you're literally this selfish person, but the way you're thinking is in a selfish sense, because you're thinking of your desires and your wants. But you got to be able to build yourself up to attract that female that's going to be a good mother figure for the baby. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? A person that's going to, you're going to want to present a girl for her looks, and she might have a nice body and everything, some, whatever, beautiful face or whatever. But is that girl presentable for the baby? Is she somebody that you can trust your daughter's life with? You know what I mean? Or is she just for looks? You know what I mean? So you got to build yourself up so you attract that kind of woman, not a woman that's just gonna be like, oh, you know what, he has a nice truck right now, or he has a nice body, and it's all lust right now. That's all we think about when we're younger. It's all like, oh man, what?
Do you feel like most men fail by getting the girl first? Do you think they should get everything, like the foundation, started just like he said? You think they should get that done first?
Yeah, the foundation's always, and the foundation is you. You're the foundation. You're the foundation of your spirit is the foundation. Do you have a connection with God? Do you talk to him, or do you ask other people for advice all the time? Who are you? What do you have established for yourself? Do you have a home? Do you own your car? Does your baby have her own room? Is she protected if something ever happens to you? Do you have insurance so that she could be taken care of properly? You know what I mean? You got to think about all these things, and once you have all that or you have a good sense of having all that into place, and you build yourself up as a real man, as a real provider, as not just a dad but a real father, then the woman that she's gonna see that within you, and she's automatically gonna be attracted to you, and all of a sudden you're gonna be like, dang, where does she come from? You know, you've been searching all these years, met so many women at clubs, at the market, walking out of the ice cream spot or whatever. Damn, she's bad, you know? And that's not the one.
Look at her.
That's just eye candy. You know what I mean? But it's that one that you're never gonna see coming. It's that one, and that it's gonna happen at the least time you expect it, son.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But you want to get any shout outs, son, or what?
Shout out to my boy. Let's see. Who should I give a shout out to, man?
I don't know. I'm gonna hang up on you right now. Hurry up. Just playing. I'm just playing.
Shout out to Ariel, man. I love you guys all, man. I'll be back up on the show soon, guys. I just gotta handle some business real quick, but I love all you guys, right? And take care.
I love you too, mijo. You have a good night.
Have a good night, man.
All right, thank God. Hey, man, and stop eating that crap. Stupid NORBEEZ, man. Stop eating that, bro.
What do you're telling me? You're the one that sent me pictures of you eating Taco Bell.
Oh, hey, son, don't be sending pictures of yourself eating Taco Bell.
Hey, man, don't tell no one that. NORBEEZ
Delayed.
All right.
All right, Jay.
All right.
Yeah, man. You know what, man? Oh, well, that didn't take long.
Don't be sending pictures to my son, NORBEEZ.
Caller,
What's wrong
your
with you?
name and where you calling from?
Hey, Carlos from Anaheim.
What's up, Carlos?
What's up, Carlos? Anaheim. Shout out to Anaheim.
That's
OC.
right.
Hey, that's right. Hey, that's the tattoo that you did on live for my daughter.
What?
For Rebecca the one time.
Oh, all right. Hey, I appreciate you, homie. How's everything?
Yeah,
How's everything?
Call in. Oh, good. But hey, I gotta give a shout out to NORBEEZ because hey, he spoke truth, man. There's like it brings passion, dude, when you gotta speak up because hey, you know what? I work with pretty much everyone going for Trump, and I'm always speaking facts. Boom, 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 and they hate it because they don't know what to say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, hey, example, you know, we're technically right now ruled and dictated by another country in the East. You know, you don't want to say the name, but
Yeah.
big old star.
Yeah.
So I was like, come on, like you guys cannot say at this point we are literally abiding and doing everything they say.
Facts.
And when they say, oh, why, for example, I had a big conversation like, okay, well, why do you guys carry the Mexican flag? You're from here and this and that. I'm like, dude, we're indigenous to this area, dog. Regardless.
Yeah.
No, but it got sold correctly. Yes or no? I'm like, okay, yes or no, but why? You gotta understand the why. Because of Texas, and I might hear Lades call in, hopefully, and you can say, dude, Texas was taken. That's what started everything. You gotta understand that they didn't even want to be part of the United States. They wanted to be their own thing.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what started the Mexican-American War.
Sure did.
And yes, we lost, and yes, treaties and everything. But, dude, this whole country has been founded even the Native Americans with treaties broken, and they kept getting pushed back. And it's just a lot of things that it's like, when do you take a breather and admit, like, yes, this whole country has been taken and about, but just strictly, when you guys talk about, like, why do people raise the Mexican flag when they're in America? It's like, dude, again, we're not claiming Washington, Ohio, New York. We're down south where we're still indigenous. We got conquered, yes. But again, till the border got put, people still crossed, people still got brought to work when they needed us. We're indigenous no matter what. Like, it's like I tell them, dude, you're from the Philippines, dude. Like, you came from your dad's visa and this. I'm like, you're not even American yourself, dude. Like, come on, like, it's like, really, dude? You're gonna fight something that you're gonna tell me that I'm like, nah, dude. Like, that's why I tell them, you know what? They're just representing their parents that can't be there. And for all the Edgars and all that bullshit that they do, all the mess and the reckless shit, that we don't respect that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you know what? Like a lot of, and I'll just say like a lot of the güeros, like they're say that race, right? You're white or whatever. Like and if they were still in their country, bro, if they were still like say in Poland or they were still in Iceland over there or wherever, we'll just say Germany or Russia. Imagine if Mexicanos were the ones on ships, and El Salvador and Guatemala and we went over there on ships, bro, and we started colonizing their area and creating a democracy and a presidency, and we started dividing borders and creating states within their communities and push them out. Aren't they going to do the same thing that we're doing now? They're gonna be mad. What? They're gonna be mad, but it's not happening to them, so they don't know how it feels.
That's true because again, like I said, dude, I'm always like, I love history, so I hit them with facts. Hey. I mean, even with me and you, I've hit you up on Instagram, things like that. So I tell them with like history, so they hit me with like, oh well, look at these people doing riots in Mexico right now for the gentrification. I'm like, well, yeah, fool. Like to me, I then respectfully. I say, okay, yes, son vendidos, the landlords, the Mexicans that live there, because like, dude, why would you raise it up for the nationals, the people that live there, just because of the gabacho? Mm-hmm. So the people obviously rose up and they rioted because it's like, yeah, dude, like this fool comes and you live off of pesos, and you have this fool driving back and forth from the border, right? Mm-hmm. He buys a house, gets a house over here. He doesn't mind driving every day. He gets, the dollar. Yeah, he's gonna buy and everything, and then there you go. Typical La Raza, like, pues, raises prices, and then it hurts the people that've been there, living there, and it's gentrification. Like, of course, they like us. We rise up, and we have to for a reason. Because now it's like, there you go. Same thing. What they wanted the Tejanos to learn back when that happened. You got to learn Spanish. You got to become a citizen. You got everything that they wanted, they do to us now. Yeah. So it's like, I understand the facts, but especially with everything that's going on, dude, with the whole Epstein and everything, I'm like, what do you guys have now? Like, what can you find now? Yeah. At this point. Yeah. The Epstein list, you guys don't want to talk about it. Well, it's not happening. Well, Israel, how much money are we giving over there? Well, we have to help them out. You scratch your head like, God damn, so when is America first? Because you voted for America first.
Yeah. Are they helping you out over here? Are they helping you out? Yep. You know what I mean?
We pay their health care, school, everything. Like, if they're God's chosen person, let God take care of them.
That's when they're like, well, I don't know enough of to speak on that. That's what they say.
And that's when people that don't technically read the Bible, regardless of what religion, they don't understand. That's when they're like, whoa, we hear that they were chosen. That's it. Case closed. You're bad. You're anti-Semitic. And that's it. I'm like, oh, my God, dude. Like, I was like, damn, like, I'm not that stupid, but I'm not smart. But goddamn, you guys got to see the tyranny here. Like, everything that Trump said he was going to do, he's backing on everything from wars. Everything. It's like,
and this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of his presidency too.
What's the first? It's not even a year.
Not even a year.
It's not even a year.
So imagine all the other drastic measures, the phase 2 that's coming around. Hey, I appreciate your call, homie. Thank you for calling in, bro.
Man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
For sure, challenge. And hey, love you guys. Love the podcast.
Hey, you too, homie. Our respects to you and the familia, bro.
Appreciate you. Much love to you.
Come on. NORBEEZ.
Hey.
No drop calls, dog.
Boop. Oh man, but you know what? It's always an interesting conversation. Caller, your name and where you calling from tonight?
Bakersfield.
Bakersfield in the house. What's going on? What's going on, bro?
No, aquí nomás. Hey, do you really got a 16-year-old pregnant?
There you go. Hey, you know what? You should come and talk to me in person instead of calling on the phone. Don't be like the other podcasters, fool. Just hit me up on my Instagram and I'll shoot you the address. Why'd you hang up? You hung up on him? Don't hang up on him.
All right, I won't hang up on him. But if anybody else wants his number, feel free to call him.
But go ahead, go to the next one.
Let's see. Caller, your name, where you calling from?
Hey.
Yes, sir.
You hear me?
Yes,
sir. Yeah, my name's AC, and I'm from Clarksville, Tennessee.
How you doing, AC?
Hey, what's up, bro? So, finally got my chance to get on here, and I just wanted to, I got a lot of stuff to say, but I know we're kind of limited on time.
Okay.
But, let's see. I think, the whole immigration thing, I think that's like it was planned out, like you guys are saying, but it's like a distraction for some bigger stuff to happen. Like some stuff's happening in the background, and a lot of people are distracted with the immigration thing because since I can remember, because I'm a kid, there's always been La Miga.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think they're pushing this agenda to be just for a big distraction. Like they're always advertising on the media. A lot of people, they're each other's necks. Like the other guy was saying, they pull up a Mexican flag and you got people with American flags jumping on that, and it's kind of like gangs. It's like you can't wave your flag, I'll wave this flag. You know what I mean? And the other presidents, they were causing, what do you call it, with the racial tensions. Now it's black and white, Hispanic and white, and it's just I think it's a big old distraction because since way back then, there's always been an immigration thing, man. Raza's always been calamida, and gotta watch out with this, watch out, I got family members that used to cross people over, just families and friends and shit.
Yeah.
And but I think it's an agenda behind it. Okay?
I got.
And then,
go ahead, bro. My bad.
What's up?
No, I was gonna ask you a question. Well, actually, two questions. Actually, first question is, you seem like an older gentleman. I don't know how old you are, but you seem like you're maybe my age or whatever.
Yeah,
but,
45.
Okay.
45.
So during your lifetime, have you ever seen any good things or bad things, either changes or things that haven't changed within any presidency within your lifetime?
It's all the same, bro.
All the same. And then
all the same. It always is.
And then my second question, with all respect, is what do you think is going to happen just from your perspective? Because I know you probably sit there and ponder it's a distraction, but a distraction from what? What do you think is going to be the end game, or what are they trying to accomplish, bro?
Well, one thing, and I'm personally tired of hearing it, but the Epstein thing, I think that's a big deal to them because a lot of the elites, people from around the country, around the world, big people with feria, they're covering them. They're covering them up. This isn't a distraction. Hey, don't look at this. Look at this, and it's all over the media.
Yeah.
Right. And those are all their homeboys. Like, and Trump, like those are all his people.
Yeah.
You see him on the pictures. You see him all that.
Oh yeah.
And he's covering his homies, just like anybody else would be covering their homies, right? And he spoke a big game at the beginning, but what's he doing at the end of the day? Going after the poors.
Yep.
And let's don't look at these rich people because they're my homies.
Yeah, for the most part.
Do you think there's something like, okay, say for instance, they have control of everything. They control YouTube, right. They control social media, the TikTok, the Instagrams, they flag words, the algorithm picks up certain things. And so for instance, they release a video of the Epstein thing, of his cell or whatever. And within that video, there's a minute of it missing where either he did whatever he did, or somebody either went in there and did something to him, But why, if they control everything, why would they even let that even get leaked or released to the public if they didn't have a plan?
Because they got to give the people a little piece of the Roman circus, like he just said. mira esto, this is what it is, and this is what you're going to run with.
Yeah.
But in reality, if I'm not mistaken, when it first happened, everything was different.
Yeah.
The explanations were different. The pictures were different. And now they think we're stupid, like, what, 5 years later? I don't even know, but it's all different now.
Well, I don't know if you guys know, but that they found out that video was edited multiple times.
Oh, really?
With different softwares. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that's the second time Trump gets caught using edited footage to make a case. The first one was with that one guy from El Salvador that he had those tattoos that said he was from the Maga, and they found out that was photoshopped.
Yeah.
And then now this footage that was also proven that has been edited multiple times.
So somebody hit me up, right? I'm not gonna give their name, but somebody, and you could take it as a rumor or fact or whatever you want to think about it. But somebody hit me up from over there, and their friend works in the facility right there.
Yeah.
And she said she works right there where he was at.
Yeah.
And she said nothing ever happened to him.
He just walked
that
out.
he's out.
Oh, he's alive, dude.
That he's alive.
He's alive.
Yeah.
Dude.
So she don't care what
alive,
anybody
dude.
says. So that he's alive, and I actually believe that. You know, I believe that.
That dude's alive with Bin Laden over there somewhere.
That's probably why they're gonna leave Diddy walk out too.
Hey, but look at the Diddy thing. That dude that when they did the whole bust of Diddy, that wasn't Diddy. That mugshot that they put up, that wasn't him. Like, how are they gonna? Yeah.
They're clones, bro. They're clones.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate your call, bro. I appreciate your call. We send our respects to you. Thank you for watching the show and participating, bro.
Ole, pues, I hit you up on Instagram. Y'all have a good night.
Okay, homie.
You know, he did say something about this a distraction to something. Something did happen this last weekend, where the government finally integrated itself into crypto. We're now, from what I hear, all crypto trades or money transfers are now going to go through the government system. So the government now has full access to any transactions that may occur with crypto. Because, you know, a lot of people are using crypto right now as far as making money.
Yeah.
But the thing about crypto is that the government can't keep track of it. So if they can't keep track of it, they can't tax it.
Yeah.
So last week, they made a change where now they can track it, and now they can see where everybody's using crypto.
All right.
Caller, your name, where are you calling from?
Hello. What's up, NORBEEZ?
What up, man? How's it going?
I'm just listening to you. What up, Marley?
What's up, bro?
Thanks for listening, man.
Yeah. So I have a question. So I have a couple, but I'm just gonna ask one.
Go for it.
Okay. Okay. Well, what do you think happened to actual like loyalty and those good morals and ethics that like people used to have before, like this always been evil, like whatever. But now I feel like everybody just either they're too scared or they're like that's really them that I don't know how to explain it, how to say it, but you know what we know about, you know, feelings and stuff like that, so you can feel it as well when a person is shady or, you know, did I explain myself?
Like, what happened to the morals and values you're asking? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, and more so to more of that brotherly energy that used to be, you know, around men as well, and them being real to each other and making sure that holding, you know, each other accountable and stuff.
You know what? I think when we started losing that, bro, I mean, obviously we started losing it within ourselves by trying to be more of an alpha male to the next homie and trying to prove ourselves that we're downer than the next homie. But I think men lost a lot of that competing with each other when we had to start competing with women. And when they started telling women that you can be independent and you don't need a man and all that stuff, then we had to compete with women, because now women were raised as a hierarchy that they are better than men or smarter than men. Women develop way more faster than men do, more intelligent, and also they're prettier than men. Women could have access to more things than men probably ever will. But we built all this. Men have built all this, have laid the foundation of what the United States is today. Not saying that women aren't important and they're not special,
bro,
because
all they gotta do is show a pair and they make millions.
The light's still on me, NORBEEZ. I'm still talking. I'll just play.
I'll just play.
No, but you know, with all respect, bro, I mean it like it just sucks because now we have to compete with women. And I mean, you could look at your social media. Look at your social media. How many likes do you get when you post up a picture as opposed to a woman posting a picture? Man, everybody's on her. And you know, it's like, dang, well, she don't need to do much to have a dude send her $20, but what do you need to do? You need to cut the front lawn and the back lawn and do an oil change, but you need to do the most, you know what I mean? So not only are we dealing with our neighbors, our brothers, the homies from our neighborhood, or you're from your tagging crew or whatever, but you're dealing with women within your tribe, and you're dealing with your oppressor at work and your boss. And you're so much that I mean, of course, we don't understand a lot of things about women, what they go through, because I'm sure they go through so much, you know, but they definitely do not understand what a man goes through when he wakes up in the morning. Facts. And he has to be a man, a man of his home, a man within his community, a father to his children, a husband to his wife, a protector of his tribe.
That's right.
There's so much that comes along with being a man. Everywhere we go, if it's a job, if we're participating in a sport, even if these men are from your tribe, they're your opposition. Their kids are your kids' opposition. Their fathers are telling their kids, you better kick that dude's butt, mijo. You better look at that kid. You're stronger than that kid, and that's your seed. They're not telling you to build with your son. They're telling them, you better put the smack down. You know what I mean? And I'm guilty of the same thing. I'm guilty of the same thing, you know, and I'm literally talking to myself right here, because I've told my sons, hey, mijo, you better don't ever let nobody punk you. Don't you always shake a man's hand. Always look a man in his eyes. If you get a job, you better work your way up, you know, talk with respect so people respect you, demand respect, you know, so they go in there with that mindset already as an alpha male, not a beta, but they're dealing with other alpha males trying to prove themselves as well. And we're not teaching our kids, me too, to build with each other. Hey, mijo, you know, go be friends with this kid, but know that you're faster than him, or know that you're stronger than him. You know, we need to teach each other that, hey, you know what, mijo? You see that guy right there? He's from my tribe. We're building together. Go introduce yourself to him, you know? Instead of being, oh, he grew up over there on that side or whatever, you know what I mean? And it's just, it sucks, you know? We're in competition with everybody. You know, so I think that's how we just get nonchalant about things, like, hey, whatever, you know. We start losing our etiquette, you know. We don't want to clean no more. Everything's like, oh, well, we lost the war, we lost our country, you know. Let's believe in this dude that's gonna be the president or whatever, and we just forget about who we are, you know. And I urge our people, I mean, not only me, but a bunch of other people are urging the raza to wake up, man. This is who you are. You are special. Things haven't, just because your ancestors were oppressed, you're still going through the same thing. And this is why you're going through it, because you are from this tribe. This is why your food is poisoning you, because you do live longer. This is why they don't want you they don't share your ideas, because they are better than his. They don't want you to have your own business. They don't want you to manage your own company. They don't want you to be the CEO. They don't want you to live in those areas of your land. They don't want you to be in Beverly Hills. They don't want you to be in the hills of Pasadena. You know, they don't want you to have those nice houses or those luxuries of traveling. How many of us have the luxury to say, hey, man, I traveled the world, you know? I'm 43 years old and I haven't been nowhere. And I'm like, still like, dang, I feel like I'm 20 years old. Like I still need to go somewhere. Like I've only been in the vicinity of my barrio, you know, in the outskirts of it, Pasadena, Vegas, Arizona, you know, like I barely went to Maryland this year. Like, dang, man, it took me this long to get there, to go to Washington, D.C., to go see wherever sightseeing. You know what I mean? Like we should have been doing that. We should have been exploring, you know, we should have been knowledging ourselves, not have to wait to go to prison to read a book. You know, we should have had that influence. We should have had those homies teaching us things instead of how to crease our pants, you know, or where to buy a cheaper pair of Cortez. You know, we should have had that already, and
definitely
we're off to a late start, but we're not out of the fight. You know, we're still in the fight. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Tommy Rocha.
Hey, but I appreciate your call, bro. I appreciate your question. Thank you, homie.
Man. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Oh, he hanged up.
Oh, you hung up on him?
No, he hanged up.
All right.
Bro, I didn't know you want to go out like that.
Huh?
I didn't know you want to go out like that.
What do you mean?
Like go out and travel and see the world.
Why wouldn't I? Don't you want to go out? No. Or what do you want to stay? NORBEEZ, you want to eat Taco Bell forever? Or do you want to enjoy other ethnicities' food? Do you want to, you know what I mean?
Man, that's how I made it to 120 years.
Don't you want to go to Oaxaca, homie, and talk to everybody up there?
One of these days. Caller, your name, where are you calling from tonight?
What's going on, family? It's the brother from Stockton.
Stockton, what's up, homie?
Yo, what up, man?
What's up, Raza? Man, I'm blessed, brother.
That's right.
Just calling up, wanted to call real quick. Hey, so, man, you guys talked a lot about, like, coming up, man. When we come up, man, and...
Ah,
nah, he's still there. He's still there. I can see him.
We can't hear you, bro. You want to call him back?
Hey, Marvelous NORBEEZ.
Hey, my bad, bro. Go for it.
We got you back.
It's all good. Hey, I got a quick question. So, like, Marvelous was talking about when we come up and how we're taught about being stronger than the next person, or being able to like beat up the next person, or just be like just embrace or like be superior, right? Marvelous.
Yeah.
So do you think it's other cultures too, or do you think like raza? Because you know what, when you talked about that, man, it reminded me of when me and my girl, we had our baby shower for our daughter, right?
Yeah.
And we brought, like, my family went over to we had it at her crib, brother, but her whole family was there, right? And my family was there too, but it seemed, I paid attention. I stood back and I just watched the whole party because I'm an observer, and I'm always like, I'm a watcher, brother. You know, I always watch and observe, and I'm a watchman, and I'm a security officer. I'm a security guard, so I'm always watching, right, and just watching out. So I was watching the party, and I noticed how, like, my family, they wanted to get to know hers, but it was like some people in her family that just felt like, it was like, even in my family, brother, it's always like some people who are more cliquish and feel like they don't want to like get to know this person or that person, either because they just, like, I don't know if it's because they think that they're measuring what they have compared to the other person, or how the other person looks like compared to them. But it just seems like in many families, I don't know if it's raza, or if you guys have experience with this, but do you think that there's like a lot of favoritism, and do you think that like mothers may teach their sons that they're like they're better than the next kid, or their daughter that they're prettier than the next girl, or that they're impossible for like no man is worthy of them, you know? And I always teach my daughter to love herself and
that's
to
good.
find it,
That's good advice.
I teach her, I teach her, man, you know, when she grows up, I always tell her, look, I said, you're a woman, you were made for a man was made for a woman, and a woman was made for a man. And that's what true love is. You know, that's what I teach her, you know. But like, hey, but do both of you guys like have experience with that where like you'll be in a family like that or people who just like practice favoritism or maybe we like look down on the next family or this family feels like just like feels like this family is like everyone's in competition. It seems like, man, you know.
Yeah.
And I've seen that a lot. Marvelous with Raza, you know, coming over here, man. It's like they get like because in Stockton, brother, I'm pretty sure in other places too, but in Stockton, brother, like you know, Raza works hard, bro, and they purchase homes and they're probably paying off a home, but they're hard workers and they do gain and accumulate wealth, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like sometimes, man, sometimes like when they go to a party or when they go someplace else and they see somebody with what they think is a successful or a better lifestyle, it's like now they're enemies now, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but what do you guys think though?
I mean,
okay,
go for it.
So I see that in almost every single family that I know, bro, since the beginning of my life. Yeah. Every family that I've been a part of and I've got the chance to meet, whether it was homies or even, I'll start off with my own family. My grandparents are the heads of my family, man. Born in 1918 and 1919. My grandma Soledad and my grandpa Dimitrio. And they had 3 sons and 4 daughters, and they had their favorites, and that's where it started. You had some of my aunts that favored my grandma, and you had, you know, some of my aunts and my dad that favored my grandfather, you know, and that's where the split began. So when they had their kids were taught, oh, well, that's like me. I'll give me as an example. Oh, that's Leonard's son. You know, he's gonna be from a gang just like his dad. Or that's Pajaro's son, my other primo. That he's gonna be. Look at his life. He's gonna end up. Don't hang out with them, and they're whitewashed. You know, like don't play with them. They're just gonna get you in trouble. You know, and that's where the division starts, or like maybe the aunts don't agree with each other, or one of them, oh, she thinks she's a nurse, she's all on her high horse, or, you know, or like just belittling, oh, she got that kind of car, you know, she should have got a better year, or they're wanting something better. We're always trying to outdo each other. You know, we're all time.
I thought I was the only one that saw that.
No, it happens. Even like at family gatherings, homie. Like you'll have people making. I have a cousin. She swears she's a chef, bro, and she'll cook like potato salad, but nobody liked her potato salad, homie. Like, don't like, and all the other aunts would talk crap about her potato salad. You know what I mean? Oh, I'll make it next year, or you know, like it's always something. Oh, they're going to that church. They shouldn't go to that church, or whatever. They don't even teach you the right way, or you know, it's like it's just it's something, homie, that we're always bickering over, you know, or fussing, and we want to be either the smartest one, the prettiest one, the buffest one, the one with a better job, and we see they're doing it, so now that pushes us. It's just like a broken relationship, homie, between a guy and a girl, and either one is gonna get better and one is not. Both don't get better. One either, like the girl separates from the guy. She's all fat. We'll just say she's fat, and all of a sudden, because he called her fat, now she's motivated to go to the gym and lose all this weight, and she becomes better. She gets self-motivated. And he's like, damn, now he wants her back. Hey, too bad, homie. You shouldn't have put her down like that. Or vice versa. You know what I mean? But it takes like, you should want to motivate yourself anyways. You should want to build bridges anyways. We should stop talking about each other and even other ethnicities. You know, about the blacks, or we're never gonna get along with the blacks, or they're this and that and that and this. Like, hey, build bridges, homie. Throw fishing line. It's life is just like fishing. Like Jesus talks in the Bible. You know what I mean? What did he use? A big old net. You know, you cast a bunch of lines, you're going to catch more fish. You're going to build more opportunities. You're going to have better advantages in life. You know what I mean? You're going to meet more people that are going to help you along your path. You know, you're going to gain more wisdom. Like my grandfather said, learn something from everybody and anybody.
Yep.
And anybody, whether it's good or bad, learn how not to be. You know, watch these podcasters. You know, you might not like what they're saying, but hey, you're going to learn something from their downfall. You know? It's the same thing, bro, and we just need to build bridges. We need to start building our foundation stronger, you know, like, and stop being like these three little pigs.
Yep.
You know.
Sure. Hey, what does NORBEEZ think?
Nah, I feel the exact same way what Marley just said. You know, that's exactly what he said.
I appreciate you, Stockton. Thank you for calling, homie.
Definitely, man. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, bro.
God bless. God
hey,
bless.
You too, brother. You too.
Yeah, no, he brings up a good point. I mean, families are really like that, man.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's just our type of family. I think it's everybody's families for the most part. You know, that do that kind of stuff. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Lupe from Colorado.
Ah, shit, Colorado's in the house.
What's up, Lupe?
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
So I wanted to have a conversation about the definition of Chicano.
Okay. I can't. I'm gonna turn this.
Okay, you turn down your TV because we could hear the audio.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now.
Thank you.
On here.
So while he's doing that,
okay, go for. Or you know what? Yeah, you know what? Go. I don't know if you know a definition of it, but what have you heard Chicano comes from, bro? If you don't mind.
So what I mean is, I think that we've always had the definition of Chicano from the California perspective. I think that when you talk about the rest of the Southwest, us people in Colorado and New Mexico have a different definition of what Chicano is.
Okay.
And so, like, for instance, in California, it appears that with podcasts that I've heard that Chicano is basically a person of Mexican descent, which I agree with, a person that's first gen would be Chicano. Here in Colorado, and I think parts of New Mexico, we have really old families over here. And the definition looks a little different.
Okay.
You know, to be a Chicano in this part of the country, your gente has to be, of course, Mexican descent. But your people have to be here multiple generations. And that's the difference than I think in California. Now, not every New Mexican or Colorado is going to agree with me, but where I'm from, that's where it's at. Like, for instance, my dad is from Sonora, Mexico. My mom is Chicana, 7 generations here in Colorado and New Mexico. I'd be considered half Chicano and half Mexicano.
Okay.
And so I think that when we use, I know California is a big influence on the culture nationwide because it is California and Texas and those bigger states. But here in the Southwest and other little places, we have a different definition because we have a different experience than you folks do. We don't have a lot of first-gen people. We have old Chicano families here, old families here in Colorado and New Mexico. So I think it is a difference, and so I just wanted to bring that up.
That's interesting.
Thank you for your input, bro. I appreciate that. You know.
Yeah, we don't get to hear that much from there.
So let me say this. So like you just said right now, you have how did you phrase that right now? You have older generations in Colorado, you said?
Yeah, so here in Colorado, you know, like NORBEEZ is the first generation. So NORBEEZ here in Colorado in this area would not be Chicano. He'd be Mexicano, Mexican American. He would not be Chicano.
Okay.
And so here, to be a Chicano person, you have to be multiple generations in here in the United States, because Chicano is an American creation. It is Americana as pumpkin, as apple pie. We are Chicano is an American entity. You know, even though the word comes from the Mexica era, the culture of it is Americana.
Okay, so
how we operate and the way we do things is a response to how we were treated here in the United States.
okay, let me, with all respect, I need to correct that. So it's not Americana, bro. And just with this is my opinion, okay? Let me just with all respect, okay? I respect what you're saying, but it's not a new thing. The only thing that got pushed, or how Chicano got pushed in a sense, especially in California and Texas and stuff like that, is kind of a political movement. It got pushed with that. But the word Chicano, you know, not CH, but the XICANO. Chicano comes from the Mexica, right? Which you know, Mexicano, right? But it got caught up in the movement, you know, we'll say that.
And that's the part that I am saying is the movement part, not the historical significance of the word.
Right, and it became a trend, especially with the push of all these Chicano movies, right? And they knew what they were doing to use this Chicano influence within the political movies. They made like American Me and Blood In, Blood Out, and what the term Chicano means when that's not really what it meant. You know, they created a separation, and we invited and accepted that separation within ourselves by calling ourselves a Chicano, and that we're different from the people across the border. And the people across the border, Mexicanos, the same people, accepted that as well, that we weren't the same as them. We're a whitewashed version, which is true in a sense too. We are whitewashed because we don't know our true identity, but you know what? They don't either. If they believe in that border and they believe that's where Mexico is and ends, then they do not know their culture either. And they're just as mixed up as we are in the mind by our indoctrination in both indoctrinational systems, you know?
Exactly. And I'm glad, brother, that you brought that up, because in all reality, you know, we as Chicano people, the way I identify as a Chicano person from, you know, Colorado, and my brother's out in Nuevo Mexico, New Mexico, and other places in the Southwest, because it's not all about California. We see that and we feel that. You know, we have a different identity because we have our connection to our indigenous people. Me, for instance, we're Tewa Pueblo. Mm-hmm. You know, we have people all over the place. They're different indigenous. We know our indigenous blood over here on this part of the country. You know, unlike other places, we know when we're Ute. We know when we're Pueblo Indians, Apache. We know because we have that connection over here, because we've been here for so long, because this is our land and this is who we are.
And you know what's harder, bro? Not only the border thing, but when you have people that are so-called influencers, like we'll say actors, for instance, like Cheech, right? Cheech, he gave a definition of Chicano and what Chicano was, and it was a smaller version, like a Chico, right? Like a smaller than you're never.
Like Chico, right.
Yeah, but that was wrong. That was a false definition. You know what I mean? And I think that he felt the need to say something or speak up, because he was a part of you know, the movie industry, you know, and one of the few that was in there that kind of really made it, you know what I mean? And actually didn't make it at the same time, but actually became like a pinnacle for his time period, you know, and an influence amongst the raza to accept, wow, we got somebody in there, you know, and let's listen to him, and he really knows, you know what I mean? And especially when you get older like he is now, you know, he becomes even more of a spokesperson and a teacher, if you will, you know, like, oh, he's been through a lot and he must have seen this and that. But no, that isn't the truth. The people that seen and know a lot are the people that are out here on the field, the people that are actually in the plantations and really growing the fruit and know what it is to be a real Mexicano, and that there is no separation of the word, but the separation of our mindset. You know, so the Chicano is really part of the Mexicano, right? Which we get from our spiritual guide Meshi. That's where we get our name from, our spiritual guide that led us out of our captivity across our migration, right? And you know,
and that's absolutely a good point.
And that's why we hold it down so hard for this, because we know in our spirit, the real Mexicanos or Chicanos, there's no separation. You know that something is wrong. This is wrong what they're doing to our people. This is really still our land, whether you want to believe in a border or not. You know, and your discernment will speak that to you, because it's in your blood. It's in your spirit. Your ancestors are living through you, and they're speaking
you know,
to
Marvelous, and we know who we are. You know, our grandfathers fought in World War II. Our uncles fought in Vietnam,
and the Korean War,
our
all
uncles
that.
fought in Korean War.
Right.
You know, we know who we are, and we as Chicano people, we know who we are. We contributed to the building of this country. We're not the Italians over in New York. We are the Chicanos over here on the West Coast, and we built this country.
That's
regardless of, you know, we're not the only ones, right?
But the bigger thing,
the Chinese and the Irish and everybody else.
The bigger thing, bro, is not only did we build or participate in the building of the buildings of factories, of skyscrapers, of railroads, of farmland, but we are the country. You can't we are the country. We are of this land. We came from this dirt. So you can't kick the dirt out. What are you gonna have? You know,
I think the problem with a lot of people that don't know the history, people that come from other countries, Mexico, first generations, is they don't know the Chicano history.
Right.
You know, here in the United States, we have a long political history.
Yep.
You know, the people that come here are quick to hear about Malcolm X and everybody else. They don't hear about Corky Gonzalez out of Denver, Colorado, who helped Chicano Park in San Diego.
Yeah.
They don't hear about Reyes Tejerina out of New Mexico. They don't hear about our leaders, the Gutierrez out of Texas. They don't hear about that. They want to hear, you know, Senator Chavez. They don't hear about our leaders. We have leaders in our culture. Believe it or not, we have leaders in our culture.
Yep.
And those leaders are shot down. They're buried.
Yep.
We have leaders in our culture. And I want the Raza to know we have leaders. We have our gente in this culture. We have a long history. You just got to look for it. And you know what? I'll tell you what. You shouldn't have to look for it. It should be out there.
Yeah.
But let me add to that, bro. Not only do we have people that have spoken up in leadership and they're represented as leaders, but you're a leader. You're a leader at home. You be the leader. You educate yourself.
Well, of course I am.
You no, but not just you. I'm seeing everybody in the comment section. Anybody that's watching this or that have watched this and that will watch this in the future, you're the leader. You be the leader. You know, don't just sit there and wait for somebody to speak up or educate somebody or whatever. You ask the questions. You use your discernment. You educate yourself on anything, on whatever it may be, government, on anything, on your culture. And you claim your land back. Yep. You do that. Don't wait for a person that's an actor or somebody to speak up or create a podcast. You do it.
And, you know, and Marvelous, thank you for that. And all I got to end this with is Viva la Raza. And I'll tell you what, we have only one chance and one chance only to make this right. You know, and F to all the sellouts that have sold us out and all the people that want to be trompitos and all that who sold us out. You know, chinga tu madre. Viva la Raza.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling, bro.
Man.
Thank you, bro.
Brown pride, man.
I appreciate you. NORBEEZ.
A message from Colorado to you, tromperos.
Colorado.
Hey.
Colorado. Let's take one more call.
All right, guys, one more call. Make it a good one. It's been great. The callers have been great.
And thank you for everybody calling in. Thank you for everybody in the chat. I see you. Government name. ¿Quién te importa? Sal, the Red Cat. Appreciate you. Richard Valez. Daniel Ortiz.
All right, here we
Max.
go. Caller, your name and where you calling from tonight?
Anthony from Ontario, 27. I've been on here a couple times.
Hey, what's up, Anthony? How you doing, man?
Good, and yourself?
Good, bro. Good. What kind of opinions, comments, or wisdom you got for us, bro?
Thoughts.
Speak to us.
Well, yeah, I've been on here a few times, and the last time I called, you said I should probably start a channel. But, you know, I see, you know, the title, quitting YouTube, things like that. And honestly, the way, I'm not going to say people carry themselves, but the way you and the other podcasters get at each other is what makes, us not want to even step foot into that.
Right.
Because it's very similar to, I guess, how we were in the street. Now it's just on the internet.
Yeah, you're right.
With coming from the same struggle, coming from the same backgrounds, liking the same stuff, having similar stories, but somehow seeing and picking at the differences we got in each other. And I get it. I'm not saying, and then you guys have crossed pretty big boundaries that are unforgivable. So it's like pretty late in that now.
Yeah.
But if it could have been avoided, I think it would have helped a lot better, because, again, it was falling into the trap of what people fell into before in the street.
Yeah.
Just now it's, something else.
Yeah.
Now it's just online. It's continuing looking for ways to divide, looking for ways to see you better than the next person when we're almost the same.
Yeah.
So how would you say that the YouTube world within our culture can fix that, if there is a way of fixing that?
I think
to prevent that, because you guys are older, but I see it the same way as the streets, as like some of people who are older still don't know better.
Right.
And sometimes they refuse to know better, because if you think about it, I mean, I know there's things you don't like about the culture, things I don't, but some of it's hard to let go, because it sucks admitting to ourselves that people really died behind this, and our families have lost a lot through this, and when it was all meant for nothing. So I feel like that's why we hold on to maybe the clothes, the songs, because like, damn, we did all this just for it not to benefit us anymore. So we hold on to it a little bit. You know what I mean? So how do you feel like there could be a recovery through all this? Because, all right, there's, like you said, we can learn from anybody. So there's different opinions, different beliefs. Like you and Tony A got a little bit of different religious beliefs, but you guys got the same mutual purpose, as in positivity to the younger people. And I believe some of those other guys do too in their ways, but just talking about each other and trying to dig up dirt
ain't gonna get nowhere.
Waste of time, and really, and it was a waste of time. And then it makes people like me, who I feel like I have wisdom, just not even want to deal with that kind of bullshit, because obviously everybody's got a past within that life, and people have been hurt behind it, and we've done dirt to each other. So it's like, how can you motivate someone to share their wisdom when this is the BS that comes with it?
Yeah. Well, it will kind of be like, I mean, I could give you my opinion on what I think, but it's going to be kind of like one-sided, because it's going to be my opinions based on what I've been through with these podcasters. But just to give one example, not to be so emotional, one of the podcasters, I'm not going to say everybody knows who it is, but got bothered about the definition I just gave today about the word Chicano. And I guess he believed his whole life growing up that he was Chicano. So, I mean, he decided to go on a podcast that had nothing to do with either of us. He could have came at me and spoke to me about it, and it would have been cool. I even gave him a shout out when I gave the definition, because I had no idea that he wasn't Chicano or whatever. And that could have been avoided like that. But maybe it was childish, or me and my feelings, to call him out on a podcast or whatever, after he smutted up my name on the show or whatever. And maybe I shouldn't have reacted to it, but I felt disrespected, you know what I mean? And me being raised the way I was, if somebody calls you out of your character or something like that, we're hands up. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just sit there, and especially if you have an influence on the masses, and you're kind of like putting out this false information or jacket on somebody. I mean, that could get somebody hurt. So it was really childish and very ignorant on that person's part to do that. And then not only that, but apologize the next day to me like if nothing ever happened. That's not. I mean, we shouldn't be so emotional on both sides, and we shouldn't react to everything that doesn't need a reaction. I could sit here and fight a gang of people in the comments, and it's like, for what? You know what I mean? Am I gonna prove to every single person? No, I'm not. You know what I mean? All I could do is just let people have their growth on their own. You know what I mean? We want to on these platforms, we want to be able to teach everybody, and we want everybody to understand our opinions or our goals, but then we lose sight of ourselves, you know, and we don't end up accomplishing that goal. And we end up being very foolish. You know what I mean? So you're right, bro. I thank you so much for that. You know?
Definitely.
Yeah, and then I was feeling like the whole people, I guess, worry about other people's, you know, I guess, dirt that don't matter too much. Like everybody, we might handle the situation just like somebody else would if we were dealt that same hand as them, you know, so why say much on it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I appreciate your call, bro.
Man.
Thank you. Send our respects to you always, homie.
Definitely, man. I appreciate you.
All right, late.
All right, that's the last caller for the day.
Man.
All right.
You want to get to the...
Shout out to Roxanne Soto.
She's in the chat.
She's in the chat.
Roxanne, thank you. Thank you for lunch. Appreciate you. All
right. Let's get to these super chats. We got first Shoot for the Stars. Says she's the number one top fan. Also, says,
thank you.
Nothing but love and respects for you homies. I appreciate
you too. You too.
Shoot for the Stars. 805 Plumbing and Drains San Diego says NORBEEZ hydrates with ice cold hot dog water.
Dirty NORBEEZ. Stop it.
Get out of my window, 805 Plumbing. 805 Plumbing also says, can everybody please take 1 second and like the live?
Yes, please. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you for that. P-Dub says, and for the record, 805 is number 2 as top fan.
That's right. Thank you, Plumbing.
And
appreciate you.
Next is P-Dubs, which is number 3 top fan. Thank you. Says, do you think Tony regrets voting for Trump? Because he was going hard for Trump, too.
You know, I don't know what he regrets. I don't know, bro, to be honest with you.
We're all waiting to hear. 94M says, show proof with all these claims, Norbs. Good show. Proof for which one? You got to be more specific, and then I will show the receipts. Victor Aguilar says, saludos a toda la flota.
You too, homie.
J.A. Lennox says, Taco Bell hot sauce was running through NORBEEZ's veins today. Hey. Yeah, I got on the rant today. Victor Aguilar says, buenas noches a todos.
You have a good night, bro.
All right, now let's get to this poll. Poll is at 297 votes. Marvelous. Question was, how many times do you use the toilet a day? And this came from a question from the community post, right? Which was asking you because he seems to go more than
I can't believe we did a poll like that, bro. Go ahead.
But, you know, this is what the people asked for, and we are here to deliver. Okay, we're at 297 votes, 298 votes, and can we make it to 300? And if we could make it to 300, can you hit the like button also? Because I'm seeing 174 likes. So if you could bring that up also. We got to 300 votes. All right, how many times do you use the toilet a day? 25% of the people said once a day. 33% of the people said they only go twice a day. And 42% of the people here said that they go more than twice a day.
Dang, what are they eating?
So thank you to the audience because I go at least twice a day. So I feel a little like off because Marlon says he goes once. But I'm glad I'm not the only one. So shout out to the chat. Shout out to you guys for, you know, being completely honest with us.
Damn, that's crazy. All right, that was all the super chats?
That's all the super chats.
All right.
Thank you to the super chatters. Thanks to all the members.
Any words you want to say, NORBEEZ? What you think? What you think about the show?
Marvelous. It was a great show. I want to say thank you to you for allowing me to go on my rant because I have been talking to you about a lot of these YouTubers out here that are backpedaling and not standing on 10 toes on what they were pushing. And I really want to say thank you for letting me be here to say those things, point those things out, because it really had been bugging me watching them. And, you know, it's that feeling about, like, I hate it when people think that they're better than other people.
Yeah.
Because they have money, because they have wealth, because they feel like they have everything everyone should have. You know, I hate it when they push it, you know, be more like me. Because what you're doing is stupid. And that really bugs me when people want to push that on other people. Like, I don't care if you have more money. Like, does your life even mean anything, you know? Okay, you got money, you got work. Well, what does that mean about your life, that your life is work? Like, do you have your family? Do you even see your family? Yeah. Do you even love them? You say it, but I wonder if you even spend time with them. Mm-hmm. And when you spend your time with them, are you thinking about business? But for the most part, you know, that's something that was bugging me a lot, and I'm glad you let me be out here to rant that out. And for the most part, I appreciate the people that called in. You know, this platform has always been about the people. We don't care how big they are, how small they are. We don't care if they're rich. We don't care if they're poor. We are truly here a community for the people. Where other platforms, you know, you got to be somebody to, you know, speak up or be able to or be allowed to speak up. Mm-hmm. And right here, we're always open for the community, for our people, because for the most part, you know, that's one of the aims of this channel, is to be here for the people, to teach them to be different, not to stay back, you know, because it really is our time. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad that we're here doing our part, at least.
Thank you for that, NORBEEZ.
You're welcome.
You are just a whole ball of wisdom.
Hey.
Appreciate you, homie.
Appreciate you.
All right. Thank you, NORBEEZ, for helping me.
You got it, man.
Tonight for your rant, educating, giving my son wisdom. Hey. Appreciate that. Thank you to everybody that joined the show tonight. I hope we all learned something. I did. I learned something tonight. And let me see where I was gonna go with this. There's no hate on the other podcasters. You know, keep doing your thing. Don't worry about NORBEEZ rant. And you know, keep doing you or whatever. Keep educating yourself or whatever. The thing of tonight though is remember or beware of the words that you speak, right? Beware of the words that you speak, even when you're who wrote that?
We got 2 super chats just now.
Shoot.
Okay. You want me to read it?
No, go ahead.
All right, NorCal Mex for Trump says nothing, but I think we all know where he's going for. Memo Juarez says money comes and goes. That's right.
Thank you, Memo and NorCal. But beware of the words that you speak. You know, even if you're in your family. I had a conversation with the brother from Stockton earlier, and you know, that's where the division starts. You know what I mean? When you start to influence your kids, because your kids look up to you, you know, and you start to say, oh, you know, talk about your family members or what they got and you don't got. You know, you guys heard about what happened in my family, you know, and the separation that it caused between, you know, family members, and now they have their own dinners together. When my grandparents were together, we all were together. You know, everybody came to my grandparents' house, and now that they have their own families, they became their own grandfathers and grandmothers. And now they have their own thing and they don't get together. You know what I mean? They have something to say about each other, and it shouldn't be like that. You know, but in a bigger sense, we all shouldn't be like that, because we are all, if you're a raza or indigenous, we are all from the same people. We are from the same bloodline, you know, and we should work together and build together and invest in each other, you know, physically and mentally, you know, and educate ourselves before we give an opinion about who we should vote for or what decisions we should be making or any of that. You know what I mean? You need to create a firm foundation first within your own household. And that's not just a physical house, but the foundation of your spirit, of who you are. Who are you as a person? What are you going to be remembered for? Are you going to be a meme? Are you going to be talked down on? You know, what kind of legacy are you going to leave? You know, what are your kids going to remember you for? Just because you look like a cholo, or you dress down, or you know how to make a spread or a burpees? What do you think all these vatos are going to be remembered for? What do you think all these girls dancing at the swap meet are going to be remembered for? Do they have any real brains? And not to put them down either, but do they know anything? Are they here to help build? Because that dancing sure ain't helping nobody. Those burpees sure ain't going to help nobody. Showing a little youngster how to make a spread, that's not going to help him for his future. And it definitely isn't going to show him who he is and about his culture, because that's not even part of our culture. That's part of our captivity. That's part of our captivity that we are still in. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you realize the tribe that you come from, the sooner you realize that those borders aren't real and that this is your land and that this is your inheritance, the sooner you realize how special you are, the sooner you're going to start to develop that wisdom to treat yourself and act more special and care more about yourself and have a good moral mindset and take care of your people, your community, your family, and spread that guidance that we all need, even me. All right, so I appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. All my love, all my respect. Thank you for liking the channel. Thank you for the super chats. I really appreciate you. And I hope to see you on the oldie show.
Hey, see you guys.